Hey everybody, my name is Jason Creel and you're watching The Lawn Care Life. Today I want to talk to you about my 2019 goals. New Year's here and I've got a lot of things planned both in my own lawn business and also on YouTube. We're going to talk about this video. Stay tuned. 2019 got off to a rough start for us down here in Alabama as we watched the Alabama Crimson Tide get beat very handedly in the national championship football game. But life goes on and we're moving on and things are starting to warm up here in the lawn business. Actually got up in the 70s yesterday, which was really nice in January. And with the warmer weather, my phone has already started to ring. I just picked up my second new customer of the year, which is good news because you know what typically happens over the course of the winter, you're inevitably gonna lose some, or at least that seems to be the case with me. So where it stands right now with my business, I'm at around 450 clients, probably lost 10 over the course of the winter and just gained my first 2 for the year. I would love to see my business get up to around 550 to 600 this year. I'm not gonna put a specific number on that. And I feel like this is really a transition year for my business, and here's why. Last year, I got to the point where I had more work than I could really do myself. And so I have a fireman who works with me part-time. Maybe 1 day a week, sometimes 2 days a week, but not a whole lot of involvement. And I talked to him, we had made an agreement that he would work for 1 year, and that was kind of good for him, good for me. But as we got to the end of that year, we both had a mutual agreement that we thought, hey, let's not go another year. You know, I've got 2 trucks, I'm set up for 2 people as far as equipment goes, but I didn't have enough customers to justify hiring somebody full-time. I kind of thought my business would be at a place entering 2019 where I was gonna need a full-time employee, but I don't know that I'm necessarily there yet. And so that's what I mean, I'm in a transition year. So I've got the part-time guy working, you know, 1-2 days a week again, but what I'm afraid is gonna happen if I get up to 550 to 600 customers, which might happen, then I'm gonna end up in a situation where it's not that we can't do it, you know, me and him working, but it's gonna put a lot on me as far as the amount of hours to work. And that's, you know, profitable, I guess, when I'm doing all the work, you're not paying as much labor. But I feel like this is a year where instead of me trying to maximize growth or maximize income or maximize profit even, it could be a transition year where I go ahead and develop the structure of my business, meaning the manpower and the systems needed to delegate to other people. Not that I'm not going to be out there too, because I fully intend to be, but if I was able to find the right full-time person or maybe a second part-time person, I'm not sure, then it would give me some opportunities to go ahead and start delegating to other people and give me some real opportunity to grow in the year 2020. So that's sort of my plan. You know, don't market as much this year. Just let the online marketing do its thing, and that's been effective. With that, I'm hoping to pick up 100 to 150 new clients, but that's about all we can handle because I'm not in a position to grow. But if I get the right full-time person, and I say that very importantly because I'm just not going to settle for anybody. I mean, I would rather just work more myself than have to deal with somebody that's less than ideal. So I'm really looking for an ideal candidate to come in and then to begin training that person, hopefully somebody that can be with my company for years down the road. And if that happens, then I'm not going to just sit at home and do nothing. I promise you that. I mean, I'm still going to have plenty of yards to do, but I can begin to sort of act a little bit as a supervisor role and be hands-on, but spend a lot of time training and maybe even dedicate a little bit more time to the YouTube channel, which is something I'm hoping to do as well. I know many of you watching have probably tried this at home, and some been successful, some not been successful. And you get advice, some people say, yes, Jason, that's the best thing you can do. Go ahead, get somebody else hired, you start managing the business, that's great. Other people say, no, that's terrible, I tried it, it was awful, they nearly ran my business to the ground, do it yourself. You know, there's opinions on both sides, okay? I've already sort of made up my mind. If you want to share your opinions and experiences in the comments, I would love to hear those. I enjoy reading them. I mean, I really feel like with what I'm trying to do with my business, I don't, you know, want to be a mega business, just to be honest with you. I'm not trying to have 10 or 20 trucks on the road. But I wouldn't mind having 3 or 4 one day, you know, and me being out there active in the field, but at the same time delegating and doing some other things. That's sort of my vision of what I'd like my business to look like 5, 10 years down the road. Well, I've got to eventually stop doing all the yards myself to get to that point, or you know, doing most of the yards myself. So, you know, I think this is a good time to do it, in my opinion. I'd like to hear from you in the comments about your hiring experience, any advice you have to give me on how to go about finding that right person. Again, I'm doing weed control and fertilization. Sometimes when I get on here and talk, somebody says, how do you in the world are you cutting 450 yards by yourself, or you know, or with one helper? You know, it's like I'm doing weed control, so it's a little bit different on the number side. And then, as I indicated, you know, if I were able to free up a little bit more time to do YouTube, I've got some ideas on how that can be better. I want to get a little more creative in my videos, get a little more interactive, get a little more out in the field and showing you guys some stuff instead of me always sitting here talking. And I don't mind sitting here talking, but you know, I think everybody would enjoy getting out there and a little more action sometimes, and that's going to require some people involved. I can't spray a yard and hold a camera all at the same time. It really cuts down on my effectiveness as a lawn care technician. So I'm going to have some different people in the game here, so that's what I'm trying to do. One of the big things I'm going to continue to work on this year is my own lawn. You know, I bought a new house, got one of the worst yards I've ever seen. Actually looks like a mud pit right now with all the rain we've had and very little grass, and I'm wanting to kind of track the progress of that yard, how I bring it back to life, and also showing you some maintenance things involved with the lawn, and as well as the weed control and fertilization, and just how you can turn around a terrible lawn. Also, I like to get out there and do a little interaction with other people. You know, I've got a lot of friends in the lawn business, to be able to talk to them, to pick their brains, to check out their equipment and things like that, I think would be enjoyable as well. This equipment's great, so I want to try to be able to have some more opportunities to experience different equipment and to put that on video for you guys. 2018, and I'm real thankful of this, was actually my best year in the lawn care business. I'm hoping 2019 will be better. But like I said, it's somewhat of a transition year. I'm not going for max profit this year. I'm trying to structure a company so that maybe 2020, 2021, those years can be more profitable. Let me hear from you guys. You got any advice for me? I'd love to hear it. Got any questions? You can ask those in the comments. I know many of you are at different stages in your lawn care business, but let's hope that 2019 is a great year for all of us. Great to be part of the lawn care business. Spring will be here around the corner. I know for me, when the weather warms up, my phone starts ringing, and that's a good thing. If you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel. Check out these suggested videos. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.